a tycoon. I've been running up a check.
Yeah, Illy. Hey, I'm setting the tone for all of the clones who swear they can do what I do. I run up a check and now niggas is checking the stats on the shoes that I use. I'm with the who's of the who's, dropping them clues like glue. I wanted the money, it came with the pie, that's how I became a tycoon. I put the work in and that shit is working, I swear you can see the results. This shit is alchemy, first they was doubting me, now niggas follow the code. I'm with the who's of the who's, dropping them clues like glue. I wanted the money, it came with the pie, that's how I became a tycoon. These rappers be thirsty for clout, speak on my name and I'm in, I'm out.
Be live.
Hey, yo, thanks for hopping back in with us. This is the All 414 All podcast. Shout out to my boy Street Team Heck, my co-host. It's your boy Illy. We're talking rap. We're talking Milwaukee. Shout out to Third Ward Studios. Heck, you want to...
Yeah, man, it's a wonderful day, man. It's we finally got a little bit of real sun the last couple of days, man. I'm ready to talk about some shit.
Hey, let's go. Shout out to my boy SG on the cameras. And let's get to it. What we got for today?
Man, we about to talk about a bunch of hometown greatness, and we gonna start with what and who we think the Milwaukee scene is. I'll let you lead. You want to lead? Because I can go off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, so the Milwaukee scene, personally, I feel like hasn't been highlighted enough, especially when you start talking about the South Side versus the North Side, and you know the cross in between the bridge,
right?
Bridging that gap. But personally, I feel like when you start talking about like Milwaukee artists, you gotta mention. As far as Southside goes, obviously, the two of us, that goes without saying. We put in work 10 toes down out here. You got Die Slow 1, Die Slow 2. Street Team has been doing their thing for, years, 5+ at least. Myself as well. I've been doing my thing. I have Love at First Sight mixtape, Heart Behind Bars album, Street album. I did my 50-something tracks, all last year.
Crazy work.
Yeah,
crazy work.
Man.
I got
videos, like 30-something videos out.
Quality sound. It was great.
Yeah, and then you get to talking about artists like one of my favorite artists is definitely BU as far as like lyrically. He's like one of my favorite lyricists. So I feel like Black World's definitely got to be in the mentioning for artists, putting work out.
Okay, so let's pivot from that though. Because what we feel is putting work in, but I'm saying, what is the scene like to you? If somebody had to come from outside of Milwaukee and to be like, hey, this is our scene. This is what we think our scene is, and it doesn't mean you have to know or search it. I'm just saying, just off top of your mind, what's Milwaukee to the outside world? What's the scene to you?
To me, I think Southside is definitely bars, like lyricism to the T. And then when you cross the bridge, Northside is definitely slaps. Like they make like club bangers. They're not really focusing on the lyricism as much as the way the music makes you feel and move. And then also, one thing I always give to the North Side is their consistency in dropping. They're real quick with it,
Yeah.
But, personally, I feel it's a little easier to be quick with it when you're not focusing on the lyrics as much.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
what do you think?
So for me, because I think maybe I'm seeing the question differently, but for me, if you were just like, hey, the Milwaukee scene, what is it? Who is it? What is it about? What can we get out of it? Right away, I can't, like, because, I'm an implant, bro, so I came here when I was 19, you know what I mean? So not that I first came to Milwaukee when I was 19, but I moved here and officially live here and started my life here when I was 19. And I can't pass Cuckoo Cal's, run that what he did and what he has going on for the city. Which, if I'm not mistaken, he's kind of like me too. Like, he was around the world in Germany and whatever. He was like an army brat, if I'm not mistaken. and then he came to Milwaukee, and then he got on and started doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But then after Cuckoo Cow, to me, it would have to be right away the biggest shit I could think of after that. Not in chronological order, but just off the top of my mind. Ray Nitty when he dropped Bow.
Yeah.
Bow.
That's
Bow.
like one of the first.
Bow.
Yeah, definitely.
And let me see it.
See, but that's
Bow.
like to
Bow.
me that's like a north side slap. You know, like,
No, it is. But I'm just saying, if you think about Milwaukee scene, to me, that's the first thing I think is Cuckoo Cow, Ray Nitty, and then I would right away off. Like I'm just going off the top of my head, just because we're talking out loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
Munch Lauren, right away, Big Money.
Yeah,
Right away, it would go Cuckoo Cow, My Projects, Ray Nitty, Bow, Munch Lauren, Big Money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big Money, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's right off rip. That's immediately what our top three. That's what Milwaukee has done or whatever. You know what I mean? So the scene to me though, obviously would be different because I see it different. You know what I'm saying? I see me, I see you, BU, I see Reddy, I see C Mills.
See, and
I see Icon Verse, I see Bricks.
now when you bring it to that perspective, I'm sure a lot of the younger crowd doesn't even remember Cuckoo Cow, you know, or they don't even really know who he is or, you know, what impact he had on the city.
No, I disagree.
You know,
I disagree. I feel like they all, if you play My Projects, you'll be like, yeah, that's Milwaukee shit. Like, even though you young, you still, I'm surprised nobody fucking remixed that shit yet, bro. Like, it's old enough. It's old enough to be a fucking sampled song and somebody killed. Actually, damn, I hate when I forget people's names, bro. But he just did like a challenge, a Baby Drew challenge or something like that.
okay.
Track Sanders,
Okay.
the R&B dude.
Right.
He got a My Projects. He had a My Projects challenge where he like that shit was hard. But you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You know, Baby Drew to some people would be Milwaukee. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So then I'm gonna just finish mine real quick. So that's what I see automatically. That's what I think when I think Milwaukee music scene, because they're the only ones that's actually charted. If I'm not the only ones, but
Right.
they're the ones that have been so out here that I couldn't pass it up. I heard Cuckoo Cow in My Projects when Bow was out. You heard Ray Nitty Bow out here, bro. Radio, whatever. You heard it. You wasn't getting around the song. Big Money, nigga. They played Big Money when we went to an R&B show. It was like an old school R&B, like fucking Escape and shit like that, like
Right.
Genuine, and they did like one of those like tours that they be doing. And the DJ was like, "Where we at? We in Milwaukee." He was like, "Say less, dun dun, Big Money, Big Money." Then the crowd went up, bro. Like the spot got lit off that shit, you know, because we in Milwaukee, so that's the Milwaukee shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then we just go off that. Let's just go blah blah. Let's say all them, and then I'm gonna go Ray Rizzy. I remember when he was doing his shit out here.
Now, like, what? So when you're bringing up like Munch Lauren and like, you know, kind of current slaps that have charted, what about like artists like Lakia? You know,
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
because she had
I'm going kind of like in how I seen in a timeline, so I'm not
Okay.
there yet. But yeah. So Ray Rizzy, then Ray Nitty. So it would go Cuckoo Cow, Ray Rizzy, Ray Nitty, Munch Lauren, Lakia. I remember when she was doing shit, and she could rap her ass off. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know
she
that,
do.
bro. Lakia can rap her fucking
Yeah.
ass off, and she makes dope like lyrical type music too, bro. And
Right.
when I found that out, I was like, bet that's the type of shit I like to see.
and there's not a lot of, I don't want to word this wrong, but I don't listen to too many women rappers.
Well, yeah,
You
exactly.
know, and she's a woman who raps that I could actually like, I could play her music through and not feel like, all right,
Enjoy,
no,
yeah. I feel like
you know,
I'm fucking doing some girl shit, yeah.
Right.
No, and exactly because surface level, it was like that, right? She kind of was, you know. And I'm
Right.
like, nah, you know, that's for females. That's not for me.
right.
But you dig a little deeper, and she got some shit where, like you
Yeah, she
said,
got
you
some bars, bro.
you can hear that shit and be like, oh, she rapping. You know what I'm saying? So cool. So then I go from Lakia to Chicken P. You know, shout out to Chicken P. He killing. He doing this shit. You know.
So I didn't really know too much about Chicken P. These past few years, he's been like killing shit.
Right.
I was completely oblivious to his type of music. So I did my due diligence and, did my research on a couple of his recent albums. It still ain't for me. Like I don't see the mass appeal behind
The mass
him.
appeal?
Yeah.
The one song for me that did it was when he did that Money Counter song, and I forgot exactly how it was. That Money Counter go. Okay. That shit was cold.
I didn't hear that then.
It was a cold song. It was a cold record, and he dropped shit every once in a while where I'm like, okay, I get why people rock with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
he was recently on I think a podcast called The Rap Draft or something like that.
Type shit.
And they were saying on there that he's supposed to be doing some records with 42 Doug and who's the other guy? Like Sada Baby or somebody like that.
Yeah, he doing Sada. Yep.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. So Chicken P to me probably would be the most relevant at right now, but he comes before even the other people I'm about to say on my list.
Right.
So, so then we go Chicken P. After Chicken P, I gotta go.
Big Frank.
No, that's right after what I'm about to say. Like you be getting me like right before I'm about to say it too, because Lakia was right before you said it too. But right after Chicken P, it got to go Looney Baby and Guapo Chapo. They had a couple songs that all racks. I'm looking at it right now. They got this one song, bro. That's my favorite shit ever, bro. I love that shit, bro. It's one of the best songs out of Milwaukee to me. And then for the record, what I'm saying right now, I'm only saying on some just it's so out here that I just have to hear it and people tell me their name, and I'm not saying I necessarily listen to everybody that I'm saying either.
Right.
So I just want to make sure we get that out the way. I'm not saying these are the people I listen to and like that's what I like and it's my top 5, and I'm just saying when I came to Milwaukee, I was doing music. That's what I heard, in the list I just did it. Cuckoo, all the way down to Chicken P, and like I said right now, Bum Bum, Looney Baby, Bum Bum with Guapo Chapo. Nigga, that's my shit. I love that song, fam.
I've never heard that song.
Man, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it, bro.
Play a clip.
I love that shit, bro. And the video is so crispy, bro.
Do we know who did the video for this or?
AZ Production. It's just, I don't know, but it's a wonderful video. Like,
Hit a bit with that bum bum.
that's my shit.
Hello, ain't where I come from. She asked me, do I know a nigga? I'm like, And don't be bringing up your nigga, he's a bum bum. Ayy, in 12th Street, we had them bass heads knocking at the door, I let him in. Say the devil knocking at the door, I let him in. I don't give a fuck about the hoes, I never did. And niggas say they 100, but they never is. Oh yeah, and Big Lou at the bottom of the map. Got a big ass drum at the bottom of the strap.
What?
Nigga rapping like they bout it, but I'm bout it, plus I'm strapped.
But I'm about it. Plus,
Yeah, don't want the pussy, just the face. But I gotta bring the blicky just in case. Hey, the police flick me, it's a chase. And I fuck these hoes and replace. Drop a hoe, brick on your bitch, yeah. Put a hoe, brick on your click, yeah. I got 2 bodies and 6 assists, yeah. Somebody told you wrong, yeah. I'm really with the shit, yeah.
Yeah, this is slap right here,
from.
What?
She asked
This
me,
shit
do I
hard.
know a nigga? I'm like, And don't be bringing up your nigga, he's a bum bum. In 12th Street, we had them bass heads knocking at the door, I let him in. Say the devil knocking at the door.
well, let him in. Yeah, that's Looney Baby, bro. I'm glad that we got to put that on our podcast because I really enjoy that record, bro. I swear to God.
That's
So as I'm progressing down my list, I get to these, and then after them, to me,
what year was that?
this was 5 years ago.
Okay.
So 2020, probably fresh out the lockdown from the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So then I go from them, Guapo Chapo. I already said Munch because Munch was out here. So then if I go from them, then now from this shit right here, I go to the Big Frank, the JPs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Okay.
they the ones out here doing they shit right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's as far as and then low key, it is all north side, right? That's all north side.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But you know, to me, shit, that's Milwaukee. The majority of the city is the north side, so I mean that makes sense. But you know, that's the Milwaukee shit that I've seen that has made strides and has been out here doing their shit. You know, that's that question though. You know what I mean? So then, what you was answering earlier to me, I want to know that too. Like, who do you see that beyond the likes and the views and shit like that? You know.
Yeah, I guess
That's
my
when you jump
perspective
into
is more beyond the likes and the views. And
Yeah. You're seeing it
like-
like who do you respect and honor, and who do you actually like to
Yeah.
listen to, and who got the bars and who got this.
Well,
you know?
and not only that, but like I guess I see, you know, I'm born and raised here, so like, you know, that's more like, you know, a lot of people see like the outside look of it, where I'm seeing more of the inside the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're on the outside of the house looking in, so like, you know, when you pass by a really nice house, you're like, oh, but you don't know really what's going on until you get inside the house.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I'm
gotta get
saying?
in the
So
crib
like,
to see what's going
I
on.
feel like I get to see a lot more of that because I've been born and raised here. So it's like, there's a lot of artists that, you know, just in my, I guess like 2008, since before 2000. So like 2005 to current, almost 20 years in rapping, and in music, I've met a lot of artists. So it's like, I've seen a lot of artists do stuff and not, you know, get the connections that gets them that like mass appeal. You know what I'm saying?
for
But
sure.
they're still putting in hella work. You know,
I mean, I feel like that's one thing we could definitely say about the Milwaukee music scene is
right.
the resources aren't there like we want them to be, you know, per se. And it goes back to some of the first times we did test runs and like this podcast thing, me and you, is it goes back to what we talked about is like everybody wants to be the front guy, you know what I'm saying? Wants to be the, you know, we don't have real managers, we don't have real promoters, we don't have real A&Rs, we don't have even producers these days. Like they want to be the front. They may make sure you put my tag on everything, and they got to be I'm
Right.
front and center, and I'm like an artist, and I'm like, yeah, you know, that's cool, but
Are you gonna also do the promoting and everything like that?
everything. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like I'm putting so much on the back end of this shit that you know. And to me, I do it anyway. But sometimes it be slipping my mind. And I had a couple of these tight panty wearing ass niggas, man. These always fucking worried about, oh, bro, you ain't do that, so I'm mad now. And
Right.
you know, and then you just could see the shit, how niggas act about the shit. But, you know, for me, I'm like, bro, I definitely am not trying to cut nobody out, and I feel the business side of
Right.
it.
Yeah, and that's not the intent. You know,
Exactly,
to-
it's never
to
the
cut
intent.
Anybody,
You know? That's
or
what I'm
not
saying,
give them
and I
their
feel like that's how
recognition.
people think.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to cut you out of nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that to me would be the problem, right? And the solution would be to have more people on that side of things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout out to an Alan Halas. Shout out to a Miracle Leroy. People who are really writing about the scene but don't want to be the face of, oh, I want you to come on my magazine, but I got to be on camera with you and talking to you, and I got to do this, and I have to be, you know, everybody's trying to be that person. You know what I mean? So when you talk about what you just said, like, bro, yeah, of course, that's what the city's been on, kind of. You know, it's almost, we don't have an outline for anything. You know what I mean? So,
Right. And that was one of the big motivations for starting the podcast is I felt like a lot of people weren't getting that recognition or credit without there having to be some type of like strings attached to it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So it's like I wanted to talk about Milwaukee artists and the music they're dropping, the things that they're doing, the events they're showing up to, and just all the work that they're putting in without expecting, oh, well, you got to pay me to talk about your music, or you got to pay me to share, you know, whatever you got going on with my audience. You know,
well, for me, for me, that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. If your audience that you already are providing is of value, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. My thing is, we live in a city where nobody really has that. You're not going to have a person who writes articles and is getting 1 million readers a month or anything like that.
Right.
And he's going to guarantee you that 30,000 people in this month is gonna read the article about you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it'd be people who are like just trying to start up. That's why I said shout out to Miracle, shout out to Alan. These are people who just write up for the love of the music, for the
Right.
love of their hometown, bro. They're here. Hey, Milwaukee, I'm gonna write about y'all. I'm gonna actively go and search and seek whatever I see I could write about. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick the things I like. You know, that's what makes that. You know what I mean? Because they understand they're trying to build something too. You know what I mean? When
Right.
you trying to build something, I'll come build with you. I'm not gonna pay for you to do some shit that we both building. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy to me. But if you come with the value, shit, you know, on the radar, if they was to come through, they get plenty of views on their freestyle videos and shit. If they was to come through and be like, hey, bro, it's $400 whatever for you, and we'll do the freestyle, put you up on our main pay, all that. Hey, man, you know, if that's something you might want to do, that makes sense to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's like me being right now, bro. We ain't dropped one episode, and we like, hey, bro, come on the podcast, bro. We only need 150 from you. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And that's how people really be.
Yep.
Hey, bro, we do something that, okay, that's like, I'm trying to think of a perfect example. That's like if I struck oil up the street and I need to refine it. You refine it, bro. You refine the oil for me, and then I'm charging you to come refine it.
Right.
For me to sell my shit. I need you to do what you do to make my shit work.
Right.
But I'm going to charge you. You got to pay me to be a part of what I need you to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And which is really what it is, bro. Like, nigga, you starting a video series, or you're starting a podcast, or you're starting a fucking open mic or some shit. Why the fuck would the people you need to come make this successful pay you to be there, bro? That don't make no fuck. Like I said, unless you getting a stupid ass number and I know for a fact I'm gonna see some profitability.
Increase,
you know what I'm saying? Some profit, some monetization or something out of the other end of it. Cool, bro. You know, then just like me. Now, if I'm getting 1 million views a month on my YouTube or some shit, and I blow up and I got a song on the radio, now I'm gonna have to charge you. Hey, bro, if I go on your shit, then you're gonna get a guaranteed amount of eyes on your product. So now I need to charge you for that, but that's because I'm bringing value, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if we're gonna build, we're gonna build, and you know. But it goes back to what you were saying, bro. Those we know artists that are so dope and have done so many things, but you know we don't have an acceleration here, bro. Even when they did the accelerate, did you hear about the? I forgot what it was called, but it was like an acceleration program they had where they gave artists like 20,000 or something.
Yeah, I remember that. That was breaking and entering in the beginning, right?
No.
Yeah, that was.
No, it was 88 Milwaukee 88 radio station.
Okay.
It was called Generate or some shit like that. It was like a company that literally came with funds, and they was like, "We're gonna do this."
Right.
And
Yeah, I remember
plenty of
that.
people went to the workshops to like see speakers and stuff like that. And then I noticed as soon as they did it, bro, I noticed they went for an agenda pick and a friend pick. So they was always picking somebody they knew, somebody that was actively speaking with them or whatever, and it was also an agenda pick. You know, meaning race, sexuality, gender, whatever. They was doing one of those every time. So it was like, come on, bro.
They're
you know,
trying to see what sticks.
yeah, they just throwing shit in and say if I make some money, I make some money, you know, whatever. And they're not putting too much money into to recoup or anything. And
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sure
like a grant program or
it's
something
a
like that,
grant,
right?
that's what I'm saying. But it changed right away after the first year. Like it was the first year they did the grant. Next year it was like, nah, we got to watch what you do with this, and we're gonna put into what you got to do, what we buy and pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, because if I fell into that, what you're talking about, it would be like I said, it would be Illy, BU, Loud Gang, what's his name, Random.
Yeah.
He a Southside Blocker, GP El Mágico. You know what I'm saying? Then we got C Mills, Reddy, Big Rick, nigga. Big Rick was out here back in the day, fam. Monte Carlo, he doing his shit. My cousin Big Six, when he was doing Social Outcast, they was killing that shit. You know what I'm saying? New Money, Sonic. Then you got the other people who was kind of these guys who were getting like Summerfest shows, but they never really like had
like
charting hits
Corey
or nothing.
Piper,
Corey
the
Piper,
Cranberry Show.
Yeah, the Cranberry Show. You got fucking Webster X.
Yep.
Fucking Pizzle, nigga. Pizzle.
Yep. Yeah, Pizzle been out here.
Pizzle's
years,
a fucking animal, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga could rap his ass off, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got those kind of guys, you know what I mean? And I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Somebody always gonna be mad at you when you don't say their name and shit.
Yeah,
And
I've been out here too, bro.
I just can't think about it right now. So like, you know.
Yeah, we just riffing off the top of the dome.
Cut me a
It's
break.
all right.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
know what I'm saying? So we got Rich P,
Yep.
nigga, Son of Maul.
Yep.
Fucking bro, there's so many artists, bro, that have impacted me personally, and I just see them and hear them, and I'm like, yeah. And
Yeah, it's
I'm not
crazy,
afraid
too.
to
It's
admit
like-
that I learned from niggas. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
learned, bro. I see that shit. I'm like, bro, I got to do some shit like that because that's cold. That's a standard to me. When you do some
Right.
shit so well, I'm like, oh, I got to do that.
Yeah, definitely. So on that topic, let's go into that that article that we were just taking a look at.
All right. So what it is, it's a MilwaukeeMag.com article. This was written on February 28th, I believe. Yes, sir. February 28th, this was published. And the title of the article is Milwaukee's hip hop scene swells with do-it-yourself talent and a signature sound. Milwaukee's rap artists are carving out their own lane, blending regional influences, building grassroots movements, and proving that 414 has a sound all its own. So this is written by Stephen Potter. Shout out to MilwaukeeMag.com. We just found this, and I wanted to see it because it kind of helps almost segue into what Illy brought to the table today, and he wants to talk about that. So I'm going to read this segment. We'll talk about it a little bit. We'll jump into the 18 artist list that Illy has. So basically what it says, this is kind of like halfway through the article. So that's, you know, so I just said it. In a city that just isn't known as a mecca for rap music, there's no formula for the hip hop community here. There's not one specific producer or crew that cranks out hits. And it was only in the last few years that the city's unique bass-heavy signature sound, known as low end, began to take hold and be recognized outside the area. The Milwaukee rap acts who've been at it for decades, like the Rusty Peas, shout out to Dana Copperfield. The Rusty Peas or Baby Drew learned early that the local rap scene was to choose your own adventure, and it's also like running in place sometimes. They said there isn't a shortage of any born and bred Milwaukee artists, but have given it everything to make it big outside the 414. Some have enjoyed brief and varied degrees of success, running a song or two up the charts. Most notable is Cuckoo Cow, whose southern rap inspired song "My Projects," which I don't know if I agree with that southern rap. Is that y'all got to help me out with this, man? Like,
but you know,
southern rap inspired song "My Projects" topped Billboard's Hot Rap Songs charts in the summer of 2001. Then there's the pioneering sounds of the Spanish language rap group from the city's south side, Quinto Sol, which began to make major waves and charted in the top 10 Latin rhythm album section of Billboard in the early and mid 2000s. Also worth noting, Todd Speech Thomas, the frontman for the 1993 Grammy Award winning group Arrested Development, is from Milwaukee. Shout out to Speech. Rest in peace, Twan Mac, bro. That was a good brother, bro, and super sad to see how that went down. He was legendary out here, bro. He always gave motherfuckers very good advice, and just rest in peace to him, man. He traveled a lot with Speech. That's why I brought it up. He said on 88.9 Radio Milwaukee's podcast Backspin that he and his crew during his teenage years in the mid 80s, an act known as ATAC, were definitely the first official hip hop crew to release a record of hip hop in Milwaukee. This is some shit that we didn't know about when we first read it right before we started the pod, bro. So we gonna dive into that. So while no MC or rap crew has been named as the kings or queens of the growing Milwaukee rap scene, plenty of artists are reaching out for that crown, and there's more than enough shine from the spotlight to share.
Yeah,
So,
that's a dope article right
yeah,
there.
shout out to
Whoever
fam
wrote
because
that-
he touched the subject perfectly so that it didn't sound like he was dissing nobody. He wasn't putting the scene down. And, you know, he went and picked out. So this earlier when I was talking about how I seen the scene, I was kind of doing it like this. He kind of just threw out like the biggest shit he could think and who was the most successful out of whatever. So what you think though? ATAC. We tried to look him up, y'all. We couldn't find ATAC. I don't know what happened, fam. Like they're not on nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
And it would be dope to hear
we want to hear
what
one of
the
records.
origins of Milwaukee music sounded like.
Kurt said he remembers them, but we can't think of nothing that we can find online or nothing. So but he said Speech from Arrested Development said he was a part of that group. So, and Speech is a Grammy Award winner, bro. So shout out to fam, and he is from Milwaukee. So that's cold. So we go from that to Cuckoo Kyle is probably the biggest in my mind. Like I remember saying Cuckoo Kyle when I went down south, when I moved down south when I was younger. And I told her I'm from Wisconsin, bro, you know, and they was like, what you got in Wisconsin? I'm like, Milwaukee, fan, Cuckoo Kyle, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, Cuckoo Kyle. You know, and then they had a couple jokes about him too at the time. It was kind of fucked up.
If somebody did, okay, so we were just talking about this before we actually started this, would be why has nobody done a Cuckoo Kyle sample?
Yeah, and I came up with one, but that's the only one.
Yeah, if somebody does, I think the perfect person to do it would be Big Frank.
Facts.
Because he makes like club slaps, you know, and he has a sample of a song called let me see, what's the song called? It's like a DMX sample, bro. It's super cold.
Shout out to Big Frank too on his rooftop freestyle video. That shit was crazy when he had his mom rap.
The song's called Wham, featuring Zeddy Will. Bro.
Yeah.
Let me play this for you.
Come on here. I'll play it right here. Oh, I got you.
Yeah. It's called Wham.
Oh yeah, but did you seen the rooftop freestyle he did on the Kendrick Lamar beat?
No.
On the TV off beat? That shit was crazy, bro.
Shit, play that too.
Big
I love that beat.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite beats.
Hey, niggas flop, bitch, we still rock. Motion over here, them niggas not. They not turning up. Talk, we pulling up. 7.62s, fucking shoulders up. I can't hear you niggas. Volume on the low. Left pocket check.
That's
these
crazy.
niggas po. Head is right beside me. Yeah, they on the go. This that DMX flow. Shit, what you want? What you trying to do? All these hoes going. This ain't nothing new. Pull up to the scene. We gon' act ass. You ain't trying to fuck. You can call a cab. Damn, we can get it crackin', got it on the side of me. Yeah, we ain't lacking. Catch me in that rocker, bitch, I'm cutting up traffic. Doom, 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 yeah, you hear this beat smacking. Stop, drop, so that can you can get popped. Wham, damn, beat knocking, you can hear it slam. Stop, drop, so that can you can get popped. Wham, damn, beat knocking, you can hear it slam. You know how I go, nigga, stop, drop, roll. Nigga, who got more money?
That shit. Hey, you know, if there's one thing I give Big Frank, bro, because, you know, obviously he not as lyrical as what I would, you know, what I personally listen to like that. But, fan, his energy is crazy, bro.
Yeah, his energy, like, he's fun to, like, he has fun punchlines, I guess.
Yeah. That shit that shit was crazy. I never heard that. That was cool.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind the way they're switching these samples into like that low end sound, bro.
Yep.
Cause you don't be thinking of you like, who the fuck would have ever thought to make that to that dum dum doom 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 like what the fuck? That shit cold.
Crazy on that.
Yeah, but shout out to Big Frank, bro. He definitely got some shit going. You said play that Big Frank the rooftop, bro. That's cause that shit. He goes crazy, bro. You know, and him and. Did he get locked up, bro? I don't want to speak crazy shit into existence, but I feel like that happened.
Well, he just dropped the song, but you know, now niggas is dropping. Who's the guy that shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot?
Tory Lanez.
Yeah, then he dropped
allegedly,
a whole project,
bro. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Didn't he drop a whole project from behind bars?
Did he?
Yeah, I thought he dropped a whole project while he was locked up.
I ain't hear that shit. Shit, I want to hear that. You know, I'm on his side, bro. People be like, "Oh, you a woman hater if you on fam side."
No, I don't know. The stories ain't adding up for her, from what I read.
No, yeah, it was suspect. And then your best friend came in and said something like she didn't, and she got immunity. Like, oh, that's not suspect at all, fam. Like,
right.
Here go this though, right here. Oh, Instagram.
Man, that's real Milwaukee shit right there.
Nigga,
Out
I'm
in the
up a
snow.
30 roll. Tell a bitch it's enough. Yeah, 20s in my pockets, more cheddar, this big stuff. Yeah, paper round, nigga, ain't don't call my damn bluff. I treat the bitch, beat her from the back, she like a run. Yeah, Big Frank, yeah, they got me in that mode again. How them niggas ain't right, I bet they ass told again. I put them in that room, I bet they ass fold again. Bitch, I'm SRT slide, shit, I threw away the fin. Niggas broke as fuck, Cincinnati. When she see Big Frank, I bet she get happy. Horny ass, she gon' sex you up, you Cincinnati. I don't wanna hear your songs cause that shit crappy. Nigga, I can say whatever on this bitch cause I'm gifted. Brody gotta switch it, it's gon' get your soul lifted. I can say the shit before it happened like a Simpson. Pepper, this bitch bulging up the page, got me limping. Got me walking like I'm fucked up. Yeah, Brody, blick your face if you play tough. Yeah, why they sleeping on me? Huh, wake up. Brody rolling up the Zoc, got me baked up. Hold on, who that? Turn around, nigga tryna walk up, TJ take him down. TY, yeah, he in the cut, we don't fuck around. Hitting anything moving if they make a sound. Had some old friends back then, but them niggas was hating. Blew past their ass, now they talking down, degrading. I knew it, God took me right out that circle, amazing. You could've balled with me, you fell off, still waiting. What? Now we gon' switch it up? Hey, nigga, I be ballin', tell them niggas get it up. Oh, she gon' drop her ass down, told her pick it up. Yeah, me and her, we horse around, told her get it up. Yeah, me and George ballin' like it's no tomorrow. Broke bitch, call my line, tryna borrow. She think that I'm a trick, oh, she think she smart though. Funny laughing out her pants, this ain't Marco.
Yeah, I like how
See,
you
that's what I was waiting for right there. I was like, is he gonna do
His
it?
mom raps.
His mom raps?
Said, "Ma." He snapped, nigga.
Got my mama on the track, man, somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, SRT, I'm finna lose it. Like, turn the TV on, turn the TV on. 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 What?
Hold on, son, take me in for a minute. Mama stepping in, yeah, the OG done did it.
Let's go,
They ain't
bro.
even know that I can spit like this, drip like this. Mama Frank done rip this shit. Playing with my son, me and son pulling up. Killing anybody, we don't care, I'm running up. Yeah, OG status, I can still fuck it up. Broke boy, I can't even hear your nigga. What? Silly. Viral status, baby, yeah, we finna touch a milli. Chillin' with the kid, I ain't talking about Gilly. Fire in the booth, but I'm about to make it chilly. Banging off like 1, 2, 3. That's my son, yeah, he came out of me. Don't play about the guns, we can sign drama. You know my name, just listen to the hook and go.
Let's go, nigga.
Got my mama on the
dig
track, man, somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas,
What?
SRT, I'm finna
What?
lose it.
Hey, turn the TV on, turn the TV on. Hey,
Turn the TV on,
Snap,
turn the
bro.
TV on.
nigga, that shit is.
Damn.
Like I said, bro, he not like lyrical as fuck or nothing, but he does his thing.
Yeah.
He stays on, what he talking about, and the energy is through the roof.
He nice
bro.
though. He got bars. It's not like he ain't.
No,
lyrical
that's
at
what
all.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's not like he not trash at all. It's just not my normal thing I
Yeah.
would go listen to. But bro, his energy is ridiculous.
Yeah, he
bro.
get off.
Through the roof, no pun intended. Rooftop freestyles. Yeah, we gonna keep up with the rooftop freestyles for y'all too, bro, because he's definitely he be killing these, bro. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and then the article was saying there is nobody who is, named the king or queen so far, but plenty artists reaching for it, and there's more than enough shine for the spotlight to share. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I mean, that would take us into the list, bro. So this is a list that Illy found. Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, shout out to them. Mm-hmm. It is a year old though. So, and this is us
But
searching for something to find.
And it's the first. It's like one of the first articles that pops up when you Google search Milwaukee artists.
Yeah,
so
so
if you're looking for, I guess newer relevant artists, this is going to be one of the first things you see.
So the first one on there is 414 Big Frank. So we just went over a little bit of his shit.
And I just want to add in this article, it doesn't have them like in order of how dope they are. So, or how much of an impact they've made, because there's, once you get into the article, you could clearly see like there's some artists that are clearly doing better than some of the other artists.
Type shit.
But
So what we gonna do is we gonna go through this list, right? And we gonna play little clips of every artist, just real quick.
right.
And if we super like it, we might keep it going or whatever. But we're trying to keep it real short, and just so everybody can catch a little glimpse of what we're listening to. You know what I mean? So the second, because some of these people I probably never heard of. So like this second rapper, I have no idea who this is, bro. And
His name is Aioli.
aioli, I don't know if he's talking like the garlic, aioli garlic sauce and shit. Like I don't know, like exactly what he or maybe we're saying his name wrong, but he's a Kenyan-born rapper. and he aptly described his work ethic as very amateur in the Journal Sentinel interview. Patient, time-consuming perfectionism is not his thing, and songs that dare to be 3 minutes long bore him. How you feel about that, bro?
I mean,
Get the fuck out of here. Is how I feel, bro. That's crazy,
make a song
bro.
that's 3 minutes, bro. Like, just say that.
No hate, no hate. Just hear us out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What do you mean it bore you, bro? Like, but that's the new wave, though. TikTok fucking clips and shit.
And
so.
I remember when I first, not when I first learned that, but I used to be under the impression like that a song had to be around like 2.5 to 3 minutes long
to be a radio song.
Yeah, to even be to consider it an actual song.
Yeah,
like,
to get the pay, right? Like it's like a pay metric. It used to be that song.
Yeah, that and like, when I was, I guess being mentored in music, you would make a song, there had to be 2 verses, 2 hooks. Or
3 hooks, like one hook, verse, hook, verse, hook. And then for me it's crazy because we used to have to try to cut our shit down to fit 3 minutes.
Right.
That's crazy to me how the times have changed. It has flipped.
Members, yeah,
it's flipped, nigga. Like we used to be like, damn, we can't put your 3rd verse on there, bro. We can only have 2 because it makes it a 3-minute song. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's crazy.
Back in the day, I say this like we're old, but this is actually not that long ago. But you would hear songs that are like 6-7 minutes long, and you'd actually be looking for those songs. Like, dog, this is the coldest song. This song kept you engaged for like 7 minutes. Like I know Lil Wayne's got a song where he's at
7 minutes,
right? Like Dog's like rapping for like 6 minutes or something like that.
And we're just like, let's go,
right? It's just bars, 6 minutes long, bro.
So what I'm saying is, let's hope that this has some value to it, bro. With that shit he just said.
Right.
Nah, shout out to Aioli, bro. We finna check out. It's called Smackin' Town. Smackin'. Let's go. Okay, the Funky Town sample.
Welcome to Milwaukee. Let that shit ring. Smackin' Town. Hey, nigga, I got G's. I'm gonna smack around. Little nigga, I got G's in this fucking car. Who the fuck is dog? Fucking switchy out the go yard. Never down bad about it, bitch. I just go hard. Send them to the stores. Oh, here I go again. Smack G's, little losh nigga in the fucking eye. Smack G's, little losh nigga. Did that shit to Apple Beach, nigga? That was part of the fucking chat. Nigga, see that? I'm the motherfucking man. All right.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. See, my thing is, that's the thing, right? That's the new wave of shit, bro. Like, that's what they, I guess that's what they want to hear, bro. So shout out to Aioli, man. That was called Smackin' Town. So we gonna keep going down the list. The 3rd one, I've heard of this guy. He did a bunch of interviews and shit, and I feel like he might got locked up too. Like that shit sucks for Milwaukee.
And that's a big thing now. That we're like
that one. Oh man. All right, so
artists are getting like you said, it's like the new wave. Artists get locked up, they're not dropping nothing for a while, and then they come out and they just like flood the street, and then they get locked up.
And then they get locked up on some serious shit though.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple artists that got locked up on some super serious shit. So Certified Trapper, do it yourself in every way. Certified Trapper produces all of his own songs. I did not know that. And makes his own music videos. Did not know that. Often in his bedroom. His relentless effort has resulted in a staggering 38 mixtapes since 21. What, bro?
I mean, it's once you hear the music, it's clear why.
Bro, that shit says nearly 900 videos on his YouTube channel. 45 of them have been viewed more than 100,000 times each.
Yeah, but that's like saying like, it makes me sound like a hater, but that's like saying like, man, I shot from the free throw line 1,000 times. It sounds nice when you say it like that, but if you missed damn near all 1,000 shots, is
no, right. But I mean, 45 more than 100,000. That ain't nothing to scoff at. That's 4.5 million, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like we're in an era where you can buy views and stuff like that. So
see, now you're getting into the hater.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what he did, but
no, I'm talking
like,
shit.
But
repeat touring and collaborations with rising star Babytron and a deal with Columbia Signal Records. Trapper of the Year is his song. Certified Trapper, Trapper of the Year. That's the song they said to check out. We gonna check them out.
Let's hear it.
Trapper of the Year. Is it not on here, bro? There it goes.
Shout out to T Glazed on the video.
Trapper of the year. I'm the trapper of the year. Trapper of the year. Trapper of the year. Trapper of the year. Ayy, I'm the trapper of the year. Pull up with smack, nigga, switch it to his ear. 300 pop, nigga, waiting up on peers. Where the fuck you going, nigga? Bring your ass here. I got more money than that nigga, he ain't fucking with me. Get the lowest on the bricks in this fucking city. Niggas know how I go, crazy with the blinky. Nigga, I'll up, fine, blow if it get fishy. Tweak out in the store, get hit with this fucking switch. Tweak out in the store, get hit with this fucking switch. Bitch, I'm on fire, nigga, around all day.
A certified trapper
that?
of the year, bro. Hey man, do your shit, bro. If I want to point out right away, we're only on number 3 of the list, bro, and the trend is there.
Right.
Big Frank is definitely outside of that. He makes that same kind of sound, the low end shit, but he's actually his words are how do you say it? Legible. No, that's for writing. But you know what I'm trying to say. Where you can hear what the fuck you're trying to say.
Yeah. Well, all right. So that track that you just played, Trapper of the Year, that's actually better than a lot of the other stuff I've heard from him, which I guess that's his most current record. You know, when he first started out, the quality of the videos was just trash. The beats were trash. The lyrics were trash. You know, so he's definitely improved, which, like the example I gave earlier, if you take 1,000 shots and you miss more than half of them, you still made the other half, you know what I'm saying? So like when you're taking 1,000 shots, I guess you're improving still, and that's a big thing. What's his name? LaRussell talks about too, that, go out and, if you do 100 videos, you're going to be a lot better than when you just started it. If you haven't released any videos, or if you do 1,000 songs, you're going to be in a whole different place, by the end of the 1,000 than where you were when you were first beginning.
Oh, right.
So he's
the video looks
improved.
nice.
Yeah.
So shout out to who did it? T Glazed it.
Yeah, that one was T Glazed.
Yeah, the video looks straight.
So he definitely upped his game on his
it's
videos
valid.
too.
I'll just keep it right there, bro. Like, that's valid. I mean, I don't rock with that shit like that, but if y'all like that shit, that's one of the people on the list. So we gonna go to Chicken P. I definitely, as I spoke earlier, I fuck with some of his shit. So it says, key reason Milwaukee hip hop is so popular right now is probably several creatives, not just a single one, that are generating heat. The scene probably wouldn't have reached its current level of popularity if it wasn't for Chicken P, aka or formerly known as Lil Chicken. His 19 collaboration with the late Jig on the Fast Cash Babies was a game changer, netting more streams than nearly any other local rap track before and since, even without a visual treatment. And he consistently get hundreds of thousands of streams for his videos. A record deal was just a matter of when, and it happened. 23, he signed with 10K Projects. That's home to superstars like Ice Spice and Trippie Redd.
Nice.
That's what's up. So one of his newest songs, Rollin', off his debut 10K project, foreshadows what he could accomplish next, and that's one of the songs. Again, y'all got to remember, this is a year-old article, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just put in his name, and if it's something newer, I'll play that. But if not, I'll play the song that they're saying.
And just to clarify, earlier when I was saying that, he was doing some collaborations with like 42 Doug and some other artists. I don't think it was Sada Baby. I think it was who's that? Sexy Red.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like he's.
It
working on
was.
something
It
with
was. I
Sexy
remember.
Red.
Yeah, but I think they do fuck with Sada Baby and shit like that.
Yeah.
So Look Like it's his latest one. It looks like. I'm a beast. See, I did that. Looks Like it's his latest one. It looks like. No, but Look Like Chicken P. Let's check it out.
think about you. I still think about the red while I'm sipping walking. I've been thinking about your head, thinking about you topping me. Babe, I do this shit for you, babe, I know you be watching me. Push your P, I ain't no pimp, just check out my philosophy. Just tell me how you want it, tell me you don't wanna leave. Tell me come take over me, baby, take control of me. It's 4 o'clock, I powder 3. Fuck little dog, you know he cheat. I'm spoiling all my hoes this week, with your hoe we overseas. Like, so you coming, wait for me, okay, now I'm coming. Just tell me you won't ever leave, you got me like you wanted me. Baby, look me in my eyes, I want you right in front of me. Like, tell me where to kiss it, I could tell you missed it. You don't know what you do to me, little bitch, you look delicious. Girl, them hoes can't fuck with you, them hoes ain't competition. Babe, I like your energy, little bitch, you optimistic. What's your name? Baby, what's your name, man? Baby, what's your name, man? Baby, what's your name? You look like Tiffany. You look like a Britney. You look like a. You look like the Nay.
Yeah.
Don't you wish Shanae? Say she wants Shanae. I'm for real. This the real one, babe. This ain't for play. Wanna fuck with me, gonna pipe you up, babe. I can't do nothing basic. I fuck with your vibe, I ain't gon' lie. Promise me you'll never change. I put big ass around your neck. I'm a VV every chain. Baby, don't compare me to them niggas. We in 2 different lanes. Me and them ain't the same. Quit playing, I ain't for games. You got potential, fuck with me. You got too much to gain. I'm $1 million nigga, baby. I ain't look what's his name.
So, and that's off his project, Chick James.
Chick James, that shit got 4.1 million, bro.
Yeah. And
see, but you see how he broke the mold though.
Yeah.
He went and got onto some beats. Mm-hmm. You know, it lyrically, bro. A lot of this shit does not attract me, bro, at all. But the hook game, the hook game to me is be ridiculous, bro. That shit was hard. Yeah, that shit was hard. And then when you hear shit like that, you can see the difference from him and the first people right away. Like immediately, you could hear the difference, the quality, all that shit, bro. Like, but that auto tune shit, man. A lot of this shit is repetitive, you know. But that's the whole hip hop. In what's it called in general right now, the state of hip hop in general. A lot of people sound the same. Everybody's doing the whining, auto tune, crying rap shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know that Young Thug almost. You know how they play with their voice and try to hit the high, and then So, yeah, but shout out to Fan because that record was valid though.
The first time I heard it, I really wasn't into it. I mean, just now I'm not like that into it either, but the visual is dope. He's got a lot of records that I liked. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 with that Chick James project that he dropped. That was it came out last year, and like I said, I've never really listened to a lot of Chicken P, until like I just. When I came across this article, that was the first time I heard of him, so not heard of him, but that was the first time I went out and actively sought his music out, to see what he was about. So
you never heard Money Counter, you said, right?
Nope.
I just want to show that real quick, just because the hook is so crazy, bro.
And is this like in his I guess beginning?
Yeah, this is 3 years ago. He got 5.1 million on this. He got millions of views on his videos, like 3.2, 5.1, all that.
I need you more. I need you more. I need you more. I need some more rubber bands, yeah. I made the money counter jam. I guess I gotta use my hands, yeah. I'm fish tanning in the jam. Tell the boy you better not check the tag, yeah. The bitch, I ain't see me in my bag, yeah. You count me out, but now you see that you can add, yeah. You ever seen $1 million cash, yeah. Ooh, these Percocet got me high. Baby on me wet then like Tata. I'ma hit it till she gon' be Dada. Pull up in the spaceship, jumping like I skydive. I got on Zaza. Can't even pronounce the shit I buy. Bitch, you better not let this Tesla die. got the Drake, you niggas play this bitch go by. See you till dead, I pray they don't put the feds on me. Heard that it was lonely at the top, got there, yeah, it's lonely. No, I ain't a killer, but don't push him on the edge, homie. I got your back forever, yeah, I thought that's what you said, homie. Ain't that what you said, turn the music down, I would.
This might not be the song I thought it was.
It's actually, I like this song more than the last song. Yeah.
Shit, I don't eat no blue cheese, I just want the blue chip. I need some more rubber bands, yeah. I made the money count.
Yeah, this ain't the one I was thinking about, bro. There's one that he was like, when he kind of go boo, boo, or something like that. That shit was cold.
Yeah,
but this was dope. This was dope.
I like this song more than
shout out,
the
that's
last
Chicken
song.
P Money Counter, bro. I thought I was showing him something that I heard and it wasn't the one, but hey, it's not a waste of time, man. Shout out to Milwaukee. Shout out to Chicken P. So yeah, that's Chicken P, bro. So then this next one on the list, bro, I fucking rocks with her, bro.
Yes,
She be killing it. I literally have nothing bad to say about. The only thing I wish she would do is go live when she performs, because her voice carries very well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what is she doing? Like she's performing over her vocals, or is that?
Yeah, that's like the last time I seen her shit. I don't know if she still does it, but you know, Destiny Lynn, bro. Shout out to Destiny Lynn. Super dope artist, bro. She could rap her ass off, and she got the energy, and she got the clear pronunciation. She's like, she could rap, bro. Let's check her out. The only one I can find right now that's the most recent is from a year ago, which is these two. So I'm gonna put on the She Pressure, because that was my shit.
Well, if you don't know who Destiny Lynn is, the article right up on her says, if there are a few rappers who are masterful with both raunchy, empowering, Megan Thee Stallion style bangers and Rod Wave reminiscent, tear-stained pain rap, but Destiny Lynn is, with a gripping flow that hits like a slap in the face or a jab in the nose, depending on the sentiment, aided by
succinct
lyricism that goes straight for the throat or the heart.
Facts. Because she really does. She be having shit where she like just talk about her relationships or shit like that, and then she gets to the point. You know what I'm saying? She digs deep. So this was called She Pressure, bro.
Suave.
You don't need your brush.
Shout out Destiny Lynn, man. Let's go.
I just wanna see you make it. I wanna see you shit on bitches that behave. Go ahead and stun on them niggas that try to play. You and your friends all on trips on vacation, baby. You know that you precious. You know that you gorgeous. She ain't from Atlanta, but that peach is on Georgia. Walking like she famous. Baby, it's your aura. She gon' do it big for all the time she couldn't afford it. Talking new car, push start, new job, ass off, face card, pussy on splash, water park. I just wanna see you make it. And if nobody tell you, I'ma say it, baby, do it with no effort. She the shit. She gon' do whatever she gotta do for them kids. Shawty used to struggle, she was broke down bad till she got off in that bag, no distraction. She finally had me. Never let a nigga take from me. And I ain't judging you, baby, long as you make money. For real. See that new crib, yeah, she own it. Never let a nigga spend a night without a charge. Shout out to that nigga that left me my heart the coldest. The bitches act like they know it. She pretty hard not to notice. She motivated and focused. She work out, be doing yoga. Wake up in the morning, cooking breakfast with mimosas. The type of chick you gotta watch how you approach. She don't play with niggas, it's hard to show her emotions. Quick to cut a nigga off and leave him heartbroken. And she don't give a fuck what you talking until you show it. I just wanna see you make it. I wanna see you shit on bitches that behave. Go ahead and stun on them niggas that try to play. You and your friends all on trips on vacation, baby. You know that you precious. You know that you gorgeous. She ain't from Atlanta, but that peach is on Georgia.
That's crazy, bro. Cause all right, so this is a perspective that I've always had about female artists compared to some male artists, but it's like just going over the artists that we've currently went over. I feel like she's a lot better than almost every single one of them.
Well, you know, that's the bias though. We're biased because we like certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but like the clarity is there.
No,
like,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying
you know?
about her pronunciation. Like she pronounces her words good. She raps, bro. She's a rapper.
Yeah.
And then she got on the emotion and then the dose and then the ocean and then the ocean. You know, the yoga.
Right.
Like, it's like, you know. So I already know. You ain't
And
gotta
to
tell
me,
me.
it's like, God, I ain't getting out rap by no girl.
Shit.
Like,
Didn't you already, bro? No, sorry. Shout out to Puerto Rican.
And
fam.
that's the thing, you know, like they probably just don't feel the same, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they feel No, hell no. They
They're
don't give a
like,
fuck.
fuck it.
People don't care. Yeah, but then again, I feel like when you hear artists like we just heard compared to the other 5 on the list or whatever, it automatically you're like it doesn't work. It doesn't click if you was to try to feature anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the top one,
she cold.
2, 3, 4. That was the top 5. I think we should do break it into sections. I think we should do the 5, and then the next week we could do the next certain number.
Yeah,
you know
that works.
So yeah, so I mean,
We should have chose
because it's a lot of. No, but yeah, we'll keep going with that list, you know, through the episodes from here on out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll keep going through that, you know, and it's some shit that we need to do as people who are going to do a podcast like this, and for the people who are going to listen to this, bro. Shout out to my city, Illy City, our city, Milwaukee. You know, shout out to the hometown, bro. Shout out to all the people that are doing big shit. So far, what we heard, people, you know, was doing their thing, bro. And Chicken P definitely right now is outpacing everybody.
right.
He got millions of views on 3 or 4 or 5 videos that I seen. So, you know, we gonna continue with that list, man. We gonna keep it going. So what we got next? We got artists we like and listen to. This is kind of just shifting away from the hometown, just more of a what influences me and Illy. What do we really like? What really is our influences and what we like to listen to and what we really lock in with.
Right.
And so, you know, I'll start with you, bro. Like, what do you? What's the?
As far as like artists that I really enjoy, I'm more along the lines of like Big Sean's, J. Cole's, Busta Rhymes just dropped like a small EP. Dog, I fuck with that EP. Like, they getting busy on that EP.
For real?
Yeah, bro.
Busta got a couple that he missed on for me recently. Not this last one. I haven't heard that one yet, but he got this shit a couple years back, and I was like,
it was the same way with me. But Busta's always been like one of the. I guess when I started rapping, Busta was a very inspirational artist to me. Like I wanted to kind of model myself after his lyricism, his like out of the box thinking. He was very his stage presence was super dope to me because he was like real life. He's like how like I feel like what kind of Luda grew into, but his recent project is called Dragon Season Equinox, and he's got a song on there called Riot to Mammoth. Bro, that track, just the production of the track, the way they're spitting on the track, the whole EP is cold, but yeah, they snapped on there. So I definitely say like a Busta Rhymes. I listen to
we have Big Sean, J. Cole, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I listen to like a lot of Tech Nine, T-Pain.
Tech Nine is definitely a swerve left off of what you just said.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I fuck with Tech Nine too, bro. I grew up in Kansas, so you know he had a name over there because he's from Kansas City and shit. But
recently I've been trying to like get myself out of only rap music, so I've been listening to a lot of Freddie King, which is like jazz, you know. So, but like old jazz. So, yeah.
Shit, I mean, for me, I guess it'll be overall. I fuck with the Big Sean's, the Cole, shit like that. Kendrick is that shit for me right now. Shout out to the winner of the battle, Face Ass. But
what'd you think of his album?
I loved it. I fucking loved it, bro. I loved it. You know, because I'm about lyrics, bro. I like symbolism.
Did you hear the Drake album that just dropped?
Yes, I thought that shit was ass. See, don't get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong though. I like all the shit that they hand to Drake and they're here, have this wonderful song that you're gonna make sound better. Cool, bro. I give him that. I love all that shit, bro.
Right.
I could fucking recite 30 Drake songs. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really, you know, he's never had an album that I listened deeply to or nothing like that. But I do fuck with the business of Drake. I fuck with that, bro. Like,
right.
they make hits on top of hits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I like shit like that. But if I'm going off of what I really rock with, I think the best way to summarize like what catches my attention the most would be like off the top of my head my top 5 albums, which is mostly Shady Aftermath.
Yeah.
So I'm going Marshall Mathers LP,
Definitely.
Get Rich or Die Trying, the documentary by The Game,
Yep,
which is
yep.
that shit was front to back fucking ridiculous.
They'll say, what the fuck you looking at, shelf?
You know what I'm saying? That's my shit, nigga. If I could start from scratch, nigga, that's my shit. Nigga, I love that fucking album. That's one of my greatest albums ever, bro. I hate that niggas sleep on The Game. Niggas be trying to shit on The Game. The Game got classic work out here, bro.
Yeah, but he did. For me, he kind of like same thing how you were saying with Busta Rhymes. Like there's like after his split with G Unit, some of his projects were just hit or miss for me.
Yeah, I could see that, bro. And it's like that Dre and the Shady Aftermath and all that shit. That definitely helps people, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
what can you do, bro? Like, it's definitely gonna help people be better, and you know, they're gonna be better if they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I go from the documentary. I'll jump to some shit like Twista, Adrenaline Rush. That's like a huge album for me, bro. That's like
Yeah.
one of my favorite albums ever made. Sleeping, y'all sleep. Everybody
What- now,
knocked
what do you
out in a
think-
coma on Twista.
What do you think about the new Twista? Have you
Shit.
heard any of Twista's new stuff?
I heard but I never heard a Twist. Well, not that I never heard, but Twisted just dropped the album, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
a year or two ago. Mm-hmm. And it
It's
was
cold.
valid. It was valid. Yeah, I fuck with it. It didn't have anything where it was like the most memorable shit ever, but it was good, you know. But you gotta think about it. Twisted, he up there, bro. He an older man, you know what I mean? So, but
He's still getting down though. Like,
Bro,
he
he
just
still
did
doing
a
shit.
record with La Russell, who I follow very close. I also listen to a lot of La Russell. That's like one of my favorite artists currently. But yeah, Twista just did a track with him not that long ago. He was on I want to say Joyner Lucas's album.
yep,
Yeah.
killed it.
Yep.
See, and that's my thing. That shit like that should show you how cold somebody is. Like
Right.
when the newer guys are like, I need you on my shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it don't even really be the newer guys. It be guys our age.
Right.
Because we are the younger guys at first. And then now
Right.
we all kind of grew into this shit. But for us, we're like, shit. Twista, bro. Twista was that.
Right.
Y'all sleeping on. Like Twista's lyrically, bro. He was super lyrical and he was rapping fast. So if you bring up another lyrical rapper, you got to kind of like double the fucking lyrics on Twista shit, because he's being as lyrical, plus he's tripling that shit in
Right.
every bar, bro. Like,
Definitely.
you know. So then I'm just gonna throw my last one out, because Obi Trice Second Rounds on Me is one of my favorite shits ever. But I'm gonna slide that over just to kind of get my point across. Ludacris Word of Mouth.
Okay.
What? That
Yeah.
shit changed my life.
Yeah,
That shit changed my life, bro.
Yeah. Chicken and Beard was the one from Ludacris for me. That
For
like,
real?
Yeah.
Nah, see,
Yeah.
for me, Chicken and Beer, I was like, it's straight. That's the one with it's Saturday, Sticky Icky You, ooh,
Yeah.
Sticky Icky. That's my
And
shit.
I liked the newer Ludaverse too. Was it called Ludaverse?
I don't know. I can't.
Something like that.
Luda to me, he hasn't have he has not had longevity. He had his time, and then he kind of just
he went
never,
into movies, and then he just kind of like
yeah, but
shied
like
away from
Luda
the
to me
music.
is kind of like and I hate saying this because people don't understand it, because it's, I guess, only in my mind. This doesn't take away from the legendary that is these people like Luda and Redman.
Okay,
Ludacris
yeah.
to me is like a Redman. Like Method Man has always been meth, bro, and he's only progressed. He's gotten better and better lyrically. He's killing shit. He's still got the triple rhymes and shit. And then Redman to me, he kind of just stuck to the punches, like the punchy, comedic almost rap. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, you know, we grew up and they grew up, and you could just kind of tell they wasn't chasing the best MC title anymore. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, this doesn't take away from the legendary that is Redman, Ludacris, shit like that. But some people grow and they can't. Like Nas, his new shit is fucking fantastic. Like he's just been Nas the whole time, bro. And his shit sounds fucking great. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because I was never really
And it never has
hard Nas fan.
Nah, that's cool. That's how I'm with Jay-Z. Like I don't fuck with Jay-Z like that. But you know, but my point is,
So
I
we're
could
on
play
like
some
two
shit.
different aspects of that.
Yeah,
I'm like a
type
diehard
shit.
Jay-Z.
No, I don't fuck with Jay-Z
yeah.
like that. He never really all that shit where niggas like is fucking dick riding Jay. I don't get it. I never will get it.
Coldest artist ever, bro.
See what I'm saying? Like, like I can't agree to that, fam. Like, cause I can't think of shit other than features. Like to me,
Right.
Jay-Z in my mind, I could think of Jay-Z features. Like that's the first line that pop in my mind from a Jay-Z would be feature. It wouldn't be a Jay-Z album where I'm like, oh, I got to go back and listen to this, and he snapped with this. It doesn't, you know, I don't get that. Yeah. But my point is, even Jay-Z is a good example. He could jump on a song today, and it'll sound fucking good. You know what I mean?
Right.
It won't sound like he lost his talent.
Right.
It won't sound like he hasn't written in fucking 10 years and he just tried to write a rap, and you could tell he's not focused on writing raps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the vibe I get from somebody like a Ludacris or Redman. Like you're not really trying to elevate. You just you sticking with what you had back then, and you're just, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
One of the albums that I came across probably about a month ago that like I used to fuck with super hard was Crunk Juice, bro, by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Bro, that was like my whole high school experience right there. It's just like, I just wanted to fight all the time. Fucking
yeah.
I was just
fuck
super
yeah.
lit all the time.
So
that's what I was listening to.
I was in Georgia when that shit came out, bro.
Yeah,
that shit crazy, bro. Like trap music, T.I. trap music. I was in Georgia when that shit came out. When Lil Jon and Lil Scrappy and all them, you know, East Side Boys and all this shit. When they had they run, bro, that shit, I was down south, bro.
Yeah,
that shit was fucking epic. And motherfuckers definitely was fighting to that shit.
Yeah, it had to be way more lit down there. While
that's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that shit was wild, bro. You know, Nuck If You Buck came out when I fucking lived down there, fam. Like that shit was crazy, bro. It was an epic fucking, you know. But that's some shit right there that it wouldn't explain my style or nothing like that. But T.I. definitely would. T.I. is one of my T.I. Urban Legend is one of my fucking top ever. Like there's not. T.I. got two classic albums to me. He got Urban Legend and Paper Trail.
Yeah, Paper Trail's classic.
What?
Definitely.
Every song on there is a fucking banger, fam. So shout out to T.I., man. You got two classic albums on my list, bro. Like, you know, so that's kind of like what I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we're pretty much on the same spectrum of lyrical ability and shit like that when it comes down to it. So that's definitely some shit I know.
I guess like right now, Lil Baby would probably be like a more current style that I listen to, because I can listen to Lil Baby like all day and not feel, you know, like I'm being dumbed down.
For
but
real?
It's also like it's shit that's not as lyrical as most of the other stuff that I listen to.
And his shit is like, I think it's just the way his voice and shit is, and the way he talks, like his accent.
Yeah.
It definitely fits the mold of what they got going on in the world today, like the music and shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you listen to Lil Baby, he definitely got some shit where like, yeah, he snapped. Like he be
talking,
saying
bro.
shit. He don't just be fucking saying shit just to say anything. He says dope shit. Right. So I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you.
And I guess that's where like, so if a lot of the, you know, say like, the Chicken Peas, the Big Frank, maybe the Aioli. If their stuff was a little more clear, like Lil Baby stuff for me, then I guess that would help me tune in more, you know. But a lot of the times when I hear like the ad libs clashing with the, you know, with their actual verse lyrics and stuff like that,
yeah,
it's too much going on for me, bro.
That would definitely be a factor for sure. For me, it's just get better. No, and I'm not saying that like you trash nigga, get better. No, I'm saying, fam, we in a sport. This is a sport, bro.
Right.
If you came to play fucking basketball, you know what I'm saying, and you couldn't shoot a fucking 3-pointer, but you could dunk all fucking day and shit like that, nigga, it's probably gonna be, you know, beneficial to you to learn how to fucking shoot a 3-pointer too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Obviously not if you like Shaq or somebody like that, but you know what I mean though.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I hear that.
There's a point that you can do better, bro, and that's why I fuck with the two people that come to my mind. Again, this is all off top of the head. I'm not doing no deep dissertation on fucking who has done this before. But the first person that pops in my mind is 21 Savage.
Yeah.
And the second person, which even this more applies to, would be Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Like both of them, when they came out, I was like, what the fuck? We just don't give a fuck about nothing no more, bro. Like they just don't give a fuck.
Or like a Kodak Black. Like
Yeah, but Kodak Black, if you listen, Kodak Black is kind of has a little baby vibe. Like if
Yeah,
you listen
well,
to what
that's
he's saying,
though.
he
Like,
not.
when Kodak Black, like that's how I felt. Like when he first came out, it was just like, dog, I can't fuck with this. But as he grew, I was like, dog, this nigga really saying some
And
shit, he's getting better,
and they get lyrical.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
the
what I'm saying, bro.
quality is
You
getting
literally,
better.
like, bro, 21 and Lil Yachty did songs with Cole, bro.
right?
Like, and they held their own. It wasn't a trash song, bro. It
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh, I can't listen, you know. Like, you hear it and you're like, okay. Like, the shit the Lil Yachty did with Cole, I was like, bro, that's what the fuck I'm talking. Because when y'all came out, y'all was almost slapping the face of hip-hop. Like, we don't give a fuck about that shit. And that's what the fuck hip-hop started for, nigga. This is what the fuck we're here. This is hip-hop is for, to tell people your story that nobody else is going to tell, bro. That's what hip hop started as. It didn't start as, oh, let's get together and have fun and rap, guys, and just make as much money as we can. No, it didn't start like that, bro. It started, hey, bro, we finna tell our story that the news channels don't show.
Yeah,
They ain't putting this shit in the newspapers. They ain't saying shit about nothing we got going on. We
cool to
finna
be
express
smart.
ourselves and tell everybody what the fuck going on in our projects, our boroughs, our hoods, our ghettos. This is our shit, bro. This is what the fuck we got going on. That's how it started.
Right.
And the ability to do it well has kind of been lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like what the fuck? What do we really got going on, bro? Like what, you know? But like I said, then you get Yachty and 21 Savage, niggas like that. Shout out to them. They went and did some shit.
And it'd be dope to see a lot of Milwaukee artists like, you know, some of these guys that are making a lot of slap music do collaborations with a lot of the guys that are doing like lyrical stuff, because then that turns it into like that vibe of like Cole meets 21 Savage, you know,
Exactly.
or how Big Sean's got the track with 42 Doug, you know, like, you know, these tracks are like super slaps, you know, and then they got the lyricism there as well, you know. So
I said, and then another thing is, to me, the hook game on the newer generation and shit, what they got, the hook game to me is fucking lovely, bro.
right.
Their hooks be cold, bro.
Yeah.
They be doing the little melodies and all that. That shit be sounding good and it's catchy. To me, it's when you bleed into the verse and you're kind of just keeping the same ass. You're not saying shit. You know, the hook, you can say a lot without saying too much. The verse,
Right.
this is your time to say what the fuck you need to say, bro. Like, you kind of need to dive into a little deeper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm gonna look right at the camera and say, bro, I got one more project in me where I'm literally for commercial use. I'm not really too interested in going beyond that. I'm not trying to be out here trying to be a young rapper anymore and shit like that. But I definitely am always gonna make music for myself. And I got one more commercial project, bro. One more where I'm like, this is a real album. This is real. Maybe two. Because I got some YouTube beats I still got to kill, bro. So
Okay,
I want to release that too. So maybe one project and then one official commercial album that I want to do. Shout out to anybody who watches this, listens to this, and sees this. Reach
Right.
out, bro. If you
Shoot
see
Heck
me,
some beats.
Shoot me some beats. And to the younger crowd, bro, I want to collab with that because I know I could get off on that shit. I just know for a fact I could do it. But some of y'all got hooks and shit that I can't really do like y'all. Y'all do the shit better. You know what I'm saying? So holla at me, fam. We gonna get some shit together. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
man. I probably got I don't know, man. I definitely got some YouTube beats that I want to circle back to.
It's
I'm
a
not gonna
must.
say I got like one or two commercial projects in me, but I'm more along the lines of I like dropping immediately when I write the stuff. You know, when I did that song a week, now I can't get away from dropping something immediately right after it's finished. You know,
Right. But I mean, at the same time, you know, there's people that would tell you like, bro, fuck that. Pick some that you already did.
Right.
And put the money and shit behind it.
Yeah.
But because I never did that. Shout out to y'all, bro. Because shout out to everybody. You know who does that? GP does that a lot.
Yeah.
This nigga will fucking rack up 20, 30 songs and shit. Nigga have videos and all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then he'll just be like, yeah, I got some shit just sitting. I got like 5, 6. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I've never done that. I've never stockpiled my shit, bro. Like, I got a bunch of shit that's unfinished just sitting on my fucking hard drive or something. But I've never been like, yeah, I got 30 records ready to know. Like, that's crazy to me because if I got it and if I could put it together to make it like a good project, get some graphics together and shit, I'm dropping that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm performing it. Everybody gonna know what I'm doing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's one of my things, bro. I can't
That's
do
how
that.
I am, bro. I'm like, if the song is finished, I'm trying to put the song out now, you know, and then I'll circle back to the videos as soon as I can, you know.
No,
but
right. That's another thing they say when you're dropping on the DSPs, you should set the date out.
Right.
Because then they get you like playlists and shit like that. But
Okay.
I mean, I don't understand how that works. Because how you gonna put me on a playlist? You ain't never heard the shit.
Right.
Or actually, no, you upload it. Duh. So I don't know. I don't know how that shit works, bro. We gonna find out though. We gonna talk about it.
Right.
But yeah, man. All 414 all, man. Let's close it out, man. What you got? You got anything any last words looking at us?
Let me see what I had in the notes. The only thing, have you heard about the Rap Draft Official?
I have not.
No? Okay, so it's basically a podcast, and Homeboy does like these AI generated write-ups, and it basically like scores who you are as an artist, set your hometown, but he basically has.
Oh, Rick Taylor does it?
You know him?
Yeah, he be having people come and spit on his shit.
Yeah. Okay, so it has like lyricism and skill, cultural impact, consistency, let's see what it'll say, potential, and then an overall rating. And I just wanted to give a shout out to him because I thought that was like super dope idea when I saw it. I was going through his Instagram and
I got it pulled up, so I'm recording on, so we'll be able to see it. Y'all should be able to see it. He got him a bunch of them, man. He got 600 Breezy. He got one on Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's a 95, bro. So like nobody ever get 100 then.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. That's the only thing I didn't like was some of these artists are getting like, they're not lyrical at all, and they're getting
you got Certified Trapper on here, 88, bro.
Like, come on, bro. But at the same time, it is what it is.
Ishtar, shout out to Ishtar, bro. He had a little run too. He was on the list.
Yeah, he was on that's why
92, bro.
Yeah, that's why earlier I was like, I wish we had if I would have only known we were gonna select 5 from that list of 18. Yeah, I kind of would have went through the list different because people like Ishtar or like Wave Chappelle were on the list.
No, right.
So I would have kind of went in chronological order of
I don't know, man.
I think about them, but
Rick Taylor, bro. We gotta link up, bro. We gotta get this together because I want to know how the fuck Maya P got 92 and JP got a 90.
Yeah,
I'll just run through what I see so far. It's AI, so he doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's what.
So I wonder what is the AI getting these scores on? I wonder. See, that's dope, bro. We gonna dive into this more on the next one, bro. Because I'm gonna look into this and see, bro. Because I want one. Shit.
Yeah, but I wanted to shout him out. I thought this was a super dope and unique way to have a podcast and incorporate artist biographies and just everything about the artist. I thought
shout out to Rap Draft, bro. That's super dope. That's something I did not know about it. So far we got Rooftop Freestyles and Rap Draft. Mm-hmm. So far that's just like some shit that they're doing and they're making happen. So all right, that's what's up, man. We gonna talk more about all this stuff, man. This is we diving in, bro. Milwaukee, we here. We ready to do the damn thing. You heard a little bit of what we like. You heard a little bit of what we lean into. No hate, no shade.
If you want us to check
feel
out
away
some
and
of
get
your
scraped.
music,
Oh, that's a bar. No hate, no shade, but you can feel away and get scraped. No, it's like
If you want us to check out some of your music, we're gonna have a spot where you can submit something to us.
I'll put the email at the bottom, bro. Just email the email, bro, and we definitely want to hear anything people got to say.
Yeah.
Just don't be scared. Don't be scared because we definitely gonna talk about it and we definitely gonna say what the fuck we feel. And ain't nobody gonna change my mind, and I'm pretty sure Illy feel the same way, bro. You know,
correct. But at the same time, we appreciate everybody who's sending in music.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Even if
that's what this is
ain't
for.
Our cup of tea, I'm sure it's somebody's cup of tea.
Yeah, this is what this is for, bro. We want everybody to be heard and get your shit off. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't. But if somebody out there is liking it, much love to y'all. Salute to those people out here grinding, bro.
Shout out all 414 all. Let's go.
Let's go.
Pep,